It was never a goal at the start of the year to win the race to Dubai. I think I finished the year as 100th in the world, which was actually great. We'd gone from 188 to 100th, so actually to finish the year in the top 100 we felt great about. At the start of the year I wanted to win a tournament again. I hadn't won a tournament in 3 years. I felt like we were ready, felt like we wanted to win, and I wanted to get back into the top 50 in the world. Those were the two main goals. Race to Dubai, not even close.
Tommy Fleetwood began 2017 just hoping for a return to the winner's circle and a second tour title. It didn't take him long to achieve that goal.
Tommy Fleetwood for a birdie. He's made it!
The Englishman triumphed in his first European Tour event of the year, the Abu Dhabi HSBC Championship, beating Dustin Johnson into second place. Little did he know that win would prove to be just the start of the greatest season of his career to date.
I had a mini goal after the great start was at Wentworth. I wanted to be leading the race to Dubai. Sergio messed that up for me by winning the Masters, but I'll let him have that one.
By July, though, Tommy had edged ahead of the Spaniard in the standings. First came a fourth-place finish at the US Open, his best performance in a major, followed by his second European Tour win of the season at the Open de France.
I had that good stretch in the summer, the US Open, Germany, France, and then Ireland. I actually finished top 10. I had 4 top 10s in a row. 2 of them were sort of massive weeks, the US Open and France. After that, we'd gone halfway through the year, had quite a good lead, and we were like, could win the race to Dubai. Like, that was when we eventually just thought, this is it, we're gonna have to try and win this now. I'd had 6 out of 7 weeks off in the sort of late summer, had a baby, and I had other things going on in my life, much bigger things than a race to Dubai. So eventually when that was done, I had sort of a nice schedule. It was a long schedule, but I wanted to give myself every possible chance to do it. Look at it now, you would say, oh, Nedbank actually made the difference, me going and Justin not, but there was a lot of tournaments really where I might have just made the cut on the mark, or rounds. There was rounds in Malaysia in March where I finished with a couple of birdies to make the cut just, and then had a good finish. The Open, one of the best rounds of my life on that Friday to make the cut, then had top 30 finished. It's amazing how throughout the year you just keep going. If you just keep going all the time, you never know what difference that makes. In the end, it was one shot in the final event.
The race to Dubai came down to the final tournament of the season, the DP Tour World Championship. Fleetwood held the lead in the standings, but Garcia and Justin Rose, coming off the back of 2 straight wins, were both still in the running.
When things aren't sort of in black and white and clear, it is quite difficult, because I could have finished last and Justin finished 10th and Sergio finished 10th and I still win, or I could have finished 3rd and Justin win and I could have still lost it. I mean, it was a really strange day. The whole day I started off teeing off on Sunday and I was in contention with the tournament. Like, I wanted to win the tournament. I'd had 2 great days, felt like I was hitting the ball really well. I felt great starting Sunday, birdied the first, and then struggled. Just couldn't get anything going, really struggled. Had sort of a bad finish as well, a couple of bogeys.
Go up to Fleetwood at the 18th, this for a 5. If he misses this, and he has, it's a round of 74 for Fleetwood. He drops to 21st. And now Justin has to finish 4th with 1 other or better.
So it was not the day that I wanted, and then after all of that, I then felt bad for Justin, who golf had been so cruel. He had that bad back 9.
Oh, he's missed it. God, I did not see that coming. It's been so solid for 63 holes, then suddenly the back 9, 3 bogeys, no birdies.
He knows that this has to go in.
It's on its way. It's on its way. Is it going to reach? Is it going to reach? It is, but it's not going in.
Well, was a great attempt from Justin Rose. And Tommy Fleetwood is Race to Dubai winner.
And then after all of that, I had the sort of euphoria of winning the Race to Dubai, and everything goes so quickly. You finish, you know you've done it, and you're trying to figure out how you feel, and then you have the presentation, and then whatever comes with that at the end, you know, that night, and then you fly, and everything just keeps moving. And it's only when I keep just getting sort of 5-10 minutes to reflect on it, and dawns on you that you have that in, like, Race to Dubai, European #1 is something you've achieved in your career. No matter what happens, I have that, and it's a piece of history that can never be taken away. And when I sit and I think about it like that, just for like a quiet moment, I think, you know, that's really, really cool.
So having enjoyed the season of his life in 2017, what does Tommy Fleetwood hope to achieve next year?
I mean, Ryder Cup, can't deny, I've wanted to play for the last few years and never quite played good enough. Biggest sporting event in the world as far as I'm concerned. We get the chance to play every 2 years. I want to do it. I want to do it multiple times. So it would be great to, if I can just keep my good golf up, keep improving and have another good year. You know, I want to be there. When we do eventually sit down, I'll sit down with everybody that I work with, and we'll go through what was good about this year, what could have been improved on, and then we'll pick some goals. But you always have, I always feel like if you have some that you feel like you should definitely attain, some that are a stretch, and then some that are really sort of out there, then it's a good way of working it, and we'll look at them and pick some decent ones, I hope.